Lemberger is a deeply colored red grape whose origins lie in Central Europe. The most substantial and well-known plantings are in Austria, where the grape is known as Blaufränkisch. Walter Clore, known as the father of Washington wine, was a fan of the grape and responsible for bringing it to the United States. The first commercial plantings were made in 1976 by John Williams at Kiona Vineyard as part of the very first vineyard development on Red Mountain, which is now one of Washington's top sources for premium wine grapes. Within a short time, hundreds of acres of the grape were planted in Washington, but perhaps due to the unfortunate name, the wines did not catch on with consumers, and now there are believed to be fewer than 50 acres remaining. The original vines at Kiona Vineyard still remain and are the source for our old vine Lemberger Pétillant Naturel. So what is Pétillant and how do we make it? Pétillant Naturel, or Pétillant for short, is a sparkling wine that is created in a much more simple way than champagne. We begin by harvesting grapes at a lower ripeness than we would for still wines, seeking more neutral flavors and to preserve a natural acidity. We then press the whole clusters slowly and gently to avoid tannin and draw out a pale rosé hue. Next, the must undergoes a long, cool fermentation in a temperature-controlled tank. Many Pétillant producers will leave the spent yeast in the bottle, but we choose to riddle our bottles, which moves the yeast into the neck, which we can then freeze and open, removing the yeast and thus resulting in a clear sparkling wine. Our wine is closed with a crown cap, which is typical for this style, as opposed to the cork and cage, which is commonly seen in champagne.
Our Lemberger Pétillant has a pale salmon hue with vigorous bubbles. The wine's totally dry, with no added sugar, presents generous aromas of berry, citrus, violet, and stony minerality. It's crisp and refreshing and low in alcohol, right around 12%. It's become one of our most popular wines. You can find this wine, along with the rest of our lineup, at grosgrainvineyards.com. Enjoy!